Hello, my lovely anatomists. Michele here, and welcome to our series of videos on the urinary system. So to get started, let's take a look at the blood vessels because we know these already, and that'll help orient you. So of course in red we have artery, and we're in the lower abdominopelvic region. So this is the abdominal aorta, and right beside in blue we have the inferior vena cava. Now coming off of the aorta, we have the renal arteries going to the kidney. And then you can see it better from this perspective. Coming from the kidney towards the inferior vena cava, we have the renal veins, okay? Now here is a cut of the kidney, so you can see some structures here, but I do have another model that I like to really use for that. Going back to this view, we see the adrenal glands sitting on top of our kidney, and then right here, of course, we have our kidneys. So the kidney is where the urine is being produced, and then it's going to leave the kidney through this tube here called the ureter. So of course, you have a left and right ureter, and then from there, we see that the urine is going to flow into the urinary bladder, where it's going to be stored until micturition occurs. Now here we are seeing a urinary bladder along with some reproductive structures. So we have here prostate gland and seminal vesicles, and this is where the vas deferens is going to empty into the ejaculatory duct. So these are structures that we see typically in male bodies, and we'll be labeling those in our next video series. If we open up this urinary bladder, we can take a look inside, and you can see these circular locations here. So that's actually where those ureters are emptying into the bladder. And then this is going to be the internal urethral orifice, and this is the urethra. And notice that the urethra is the opening that takes the urine out of the body, and here we see that it is running through the prostate. So if an individual has an enlarged prostate, they can have a difficult time emptying the bladder. Notice then from the ureteral openings and internal urethral opening, we get sort of this triangular shape, and that's called the trigone. Notice too in the bladder we have rugae, just like we saw with the stomach, and then we do have a smooth muscle surrounding the bladder called the detrusor muscle. Looking again at the internal urethral opening on either side here and here, we would have the internal urethral sphincter. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to highlight on this particular model. Stay tuned for a second video where we look up close and personal at that kidney just a little more. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other.